let's dive right into an explainer that's going to completely shatter your timeline of technological history. When we think of robotics, automation, or complex machinery, our minds naturally jump straight to the Industrial Revolution, right? Or maybe modern-day Silicon Valley. Well, today, we're going to rewrite that narrative entirely. So, what if the world's first robot engineer lived 8 centuries ago? Seriously, imagine a medieval inventor who didn't just dream of the future, but actually built it. We're talking about a true visionary who created programmable machines, automated servants, and highly complex water-powered robots hundreds of years before the first steam engine ever hissed to life. His name was Badi al-Zaman Abu al-Izz Ismail ibn al-Razaz al-Jazari. Long before modern engineering took shape, this brilliant 12th century Muslim engineer imagined machines that could literally think through mechanics. He was a guy who visualized mechanical gears turning in absolute perfect synchronization, water-powered systems coming alive, and metallic automata performing intricate sequences entirely on their own. Section 1. A genius ahead of time. To really understand this genius, we've got to travel back to the magnificent Islamic Golden Age. Born around 1136 CE, Al-Jazari grew up in Upper Mesopotamia, which was this incredible environment just buzzing with unparalleled scientific discovery. By 1174, he becomes the chief engineer at the Artuqid court, and he held that position for over 25 years. He basically had the royal backing, and obviously the sheer brilliance, to turn his wildest mechanical dreams into reality. And that all culminated in his life's ultimate masterpiece in 1206. Section 2. The Book of Knowledge. In 1206, he finalized a manuscript that wasn't just some dusty old book. It was literally a blueprint for the future of engineering. It was this massive, comprehensive manual meant to pass on a lifetime of staggering technological achievement. And here's the cool part. He documented only what he had successfully built. The Book of Knowledge of Ingenious Mechanical Devices detailed 50 complex machines with these unprecedented step-by-step instructions. He wasn't just sitting around theorizing. He was detailing highly practical methods we still use today, like the lamination of timber to prevent warping, static balancing, and even grinding valves with emery powder to get perfectly watertight fits. It's just wild. The impact of this book is absolutely monumental. As the eminent technology historian Donald R. Hill perfectly puts it, it is impossible to overemphasize the importance of Al-Jazari's work in the history of engineering. Modern historians completely revere his work because it essentially bridged the gap between ancient abstract concepts and the actual physical mechanization that powers our world right now. Section 3. The Dawn of Robotics. Centuries before modern robotics, Al-Jazari was busy creating machines that appeared almost alive. For instance, he designed a mechanical Turkic servant, which was, for all intents and purposes, a robotic waitress. Inside its chest was a hidden liquid reservoir paired with a highly precise drip mechanism. And get this, at exactly the right moment, a door would swing open, and this mechanical figure would glide out entirely on its own to present a perfectly filled cup to a stunned palace guest. Imagine seeing that in the 12th century. But perhaps his most enchanting invention was the musical boat automaton. This thing floated on palace lakes during royal parties, carrying 4 mechanical musicians, all powered by a hidden water wheel. The secret genius here was a rotating drum embedded with adjustable cam pegs. By physically moving those pegs around, you could actually change the musical rhythm. Think about that. He essentially invented a programmable drum machine in the 12th century. It's a concept that's directly comparable to the punch card computers that arrived hundreds of years later. Absolutely mind-blowing. Section 4. The Magnificent Elephant Clock. Now, the absolute climax of his clockwork wonders was an invention that basically celebrated the entirety of human knowledge. We call it the elephant clock, and it was a monumental, multicultural masterpiece of a water-powered automaton. It beautifully integrated cultural motifs from all over the known world into one staggering machine. You had an Indian elephant housing the water reservoir, a Persian tower housing a phoenix, a Chinese dragon acting as a ball-catching mechanism, and Arabic water technology driving the whole shebang. So it wasn't just a timepiece, right? It was this really powerful celebration of global scientific cooperation. And the way it worked is just like an incredible cinematic sequence. First, an internal bowl slowly sinks in the water tank. This triggers a ball to fall from the very top, which makes a mechanical bird chirp. Then, a dragon catches that ball, pivots downward, and drops it into a vase, which in turn triggers the mahout, the elephant driver, to strike a cymbal. This entire ridiculously complex sequence operated flawlessly on a half-hour loop. It seamlessly blended precise timekeeping with what was basically an automated kinetic theater.
Section 5. Revolutionizing mechanical engineering.
But beyond all the palace entertainment, Al-Jazari's true legacy really lies in the fundamental mechanics that shaped modern infrastructure. You see, he didn't just build toys, he built the future. He designed a groundbreaking twin-cylinder suction pump to solve critical, practical problems like city water supply and agricultural irrigation. And this very pump is recognized by historians today as the first known machine in history to incorporate a true functional crankshaft.
His system used incredibly advanced linkages, opposing cylinders, and early one-way flap valves. And when it was driven by the immense power of a river water wheel, this mighty pump could lift water over 13 meters high. To put that into perspective, that's roughly a 4-story building. It was a massive, completely unprecedented innovation for medieval agriculture and urban sanitation.
And this is exactly where the distant past connects directly to your modern life. If you take Al-Jazari's 12th century crank connecting rod mechanism, it's essentially the same foundational concept as the modern internal combustion engine. By transforming continuous rotary motion from a water wheel into linear back-and-forth piston motion, Al-Jazari pioneered the exact same mechanical principle that drives heavy industrial machinery, steam engines, and literally the engine inside your car today.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to really ask yourself, if a single 12th century inventor working away in Mesopotamia could lay the foundational mechanics for modern robotics, programmable camshafts, and internal combustion engines, what other lost marvels of human genius are out there just waiting to be rediscovered? The roots of our automated, industrialized world stretch back 800 years to the brilliant mind of Al-Jazari. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through time and technology. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.